Hey guys, welcome to whatever week it is here on the Real DVD Watchers on Wednesdays as always. Thursdays. It's me, Tom. Sorry for, me looking like ass. I just woke up and just like I need to do a fucking review. So yeah. Also I think I'm getting sick. I think it's like week 127. I don't know. Anyways, the movie that I've chosen to review today, this is a great start to this video. The movie that I've chosen to review today is something that, it's like my favorite John Wayne film, and it's just it's great. There's no other word for it. It's great. That movie in question is True Grit, of course, starring John Wayne, Kim Darby, Robert Duvall, Glenn Campbell. So yeah, let's just get on into this. What this movie's about? Basically, what this movie's about, it's about this girl named Maddie, and her father has been killed by this hired gun named Tom Chaney, and so she sets out, to make Tom pay for his crimes. And so she's trying to enlist the help of all these different people to help her out, but everyone's like, "No, you're too young. You can't afford this." It's like, just go home and take care of your mother and your brothers, blah blah blah. But she goes along. She sees this she's this U.S. Marshal, this old, drunken, one-eyed man who's just essentially just tough as nails. And as Maddie says, she wants him to come with him because he has true grit. And that, of course, is Rooster Cogburn, played by John Wayne. And so, as I set out, this other U.S. Marshal named LaBeouf is like, okay, he's like, there's no way this girl's going with you. I'm coming with you to make sure she stays out of trouble. So they go off to find Tom Chaney, and we find out that Tom Chaney is a part of Lucky Ned Pepper's gang, and of course Ned Pepper played by Robert Duvall, and it's all about them, hunting down Tom Chaney and making him pay for the crimes that he committed against Maddie's family. The first thing that I want to talk about this movie is how John Wayne won the Oscar in 1969 for best actor for this movie, and it's rightfully deserved. As most people know, John Wayne was very much an actor where John Wayne was the character. There was no character development. It was just, I'm John Wayne. I'm here to act, and I will act the way how I want to act. In this movie, it wasn't that. John Wayne actually invested. He actually went for things that he never would normally do. Like, he handed up at times. He really knew how to sell the drunken aspect of this, and to actually see John Wayne actually acting for a change, not just being like, I'm John Wayne, listen here, little lady, and doing things like that. It was so good because we actually got to see that John Wayne could act, and instead of it just being, I'm John Wayne, that's the character. And so to see him, do all these things, it was so interesting and so refreshing because it's like, you can act, which is great. Don't get me wrong, John Wayne is a total Western icon, and he's great in his own realm, but the man, for the life of him, was just one character. So, sorry. But also the acting in this movie by Kim Darby is great. I mean, she has such a way of playing such a little sophisticated girl, but then getting really razzy and just, she's so determined in what she needs to do, and also understanding that there's no room for compromise. This man has killed her father, and that she will see him hang for what he's done to her when it comes to the character of Tom Clancy. Robert Duvall is great in this film too. I mean, he plays such a great villain, and this is the first movie where we're actually really seeing Robert Duvall play a villain. Granted, I haven't seen a lot of his movies, but nonetheless, so it doesn't make it any less stupendous. Another really thing I want to talk about John Wayne's acting. I mean, just the highlight of this movie is when he confronts, Ned Pepper, and Ned Pepper's like, and he's like, well, I'm not here to talk, I'm here to kill you. And he's just like, that's bold talk for a one-eyed fat man. And John Wayne goes, draw up arms, you son of a bitch. But just the look on his face before he says, draw up arms, you son of a bitch, I had to pause it because I was laughing so hard. It's my favorite line in the whole entire movie, but just the look on his face every time just kills me, absolutely kills me. There's also another scene at the very end which kills me when Maddie is trying to give Rooster her gun, and the barrel goes in his face, and just the look when he's like, oh god. Again, I could not stop laughing. But nonetheless, though, this movie is absolutely great. The locations are so beautiful. Are beautiful. Oh my god. More movies need to be shot out there in just like this like lush, fertile land. Granted, though, it's been years, so it's probably gone over a little bit of cultural change. But nonetheless, though, it really shows off how beautiful a country like the States is, and showing off that they have such soft tones in their skylines, and just how their forests are just so beautiful. Pretty much showing off the majesty of the States, if you will. But nonetheless, though, still great locations. The costumes are great too, like perfect period piece, and how it's done. Oh, just this movie's great. And if you're wondering about the picture quality on the Blu-ray, it's all right. I mean, I'm not really a Blu-ray whore, so I really wouldn't be the best authority, but it's all right. I mean, yeah. If I had to give True Grit a rating out of 10, it would definitely, in my books at least, get a 7. It's a great movie. It's my favorite John Wayne movie. Definitely check this out if you haven't seen it yet. The Coen Brothers movie is still equally as good, but just for me, and also just Jeff Bridges plays Rooster in his own light, which makes it really cool and really interesting. But just for me, John Wayne, this is John Wayne's role. Well, it's a role of a lifetime, and for me, I have such fond memories of my dad and I watching this film. So for me, this movie holds a special place in my heart. So yeah, True Grit. So guys, that's the review for this week. Thanks to everyone who watches and subscribes as always. You guys rock. And I will catch you again in a week's time. Hopefully I won't be. So, face. Bye.